Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go!
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. Well, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. And if they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson's one of the best corners in the game as well.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On third down, it's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He hits Beasley right side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now here's Ross. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. For the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover. Great moves in short areas.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not rude, But be honest, weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep, just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
Get ready. Regular. All right, now.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Sally, regular.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Regular. Get ready. Mirror.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. Here we go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with it.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
First down carry by Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Let's go!
The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go!
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. On the left side, he finds Beasley. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, it's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, it's Palmer. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Cardinals a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
go. I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Get ready. 1-18. 54. Regular.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
Sally 19. Regular. Let's go.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go.
One receiver right, that's Brown.
Sally 19.
4th down, here's Palmer. It's caught, Nelson. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll be taken down here. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and throw for him with Palmer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trying to.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Palmer. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And now here come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Prescott to throw it. Finding time. He's going to air one out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
On third down, Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And fourth down coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Halfback sent in motion. Prescott on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott now on 2nd down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go to Elliott again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Ohio.
Second down, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. So out now come the Cardinals. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Let's go. Let's go. Regular.
Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Third and long for Prescott. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Ross on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. That is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's caught. Nelson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A great read, and it's picked off. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Cuts back, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is good. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Palmer to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Palmer. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now it's Palmer. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third.
Get ready. Sally 19. Sally 19. Regular.
Here's Palmer. And that's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And now it's fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Here we go. Blue 58. Regular. Mirror.
They're going on fourth down. It's Palmer. Wide open receiver, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Get ready. Regular. Sally 19.
In motion right here, Nelson. Here's Palmer to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a pickup of 21. And the Cards are going to have a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guy...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing now is Palmer. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away, and that's exactly what happened there. The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly It took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Cowboys going up against the Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On 2nd down, Palmer. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 2 veterans there, Palmer to Fitzgerald. 43 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. He leaps over him. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Johnson down right around the 25. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Palmer being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 6 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And Catanzero's kick is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
They come out here in the eye. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Shift together here from the D-line. A second down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown.